Hi, welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. This video is very clearly about Louis Vuitton, and specifically about Louis Vuitton Canvas and the news that Louis Vuitton is discontinuing a lot of canvas pieces. And my message is that this is completely normal. And everyone is sensationalizing it and freaking out, but I just want to say it's normal and we can all take a deep breath and everyone can stop freaking out. So before we get started on why, if you're new here, my name's Joanne, and every week I upload videos about luxury handbags and other luxury lifestyle products. So if you like this kind of content and you love luxury and fashion, please consider liking this video and subscribing below. Now, getting back to Louis Vuitton, I just have to say that I think it's completely normal for Louis Vuitton to be discontinuing a lot of their canvas styles, and I am actually very for it. Because I think they have way too many canvas styles and they do need to cut back on the number of styles that they're carrying in canvas. And, you know, people are theorizing maybe it's because they want to get more upmarket and they want to focus more on the leather pieces and they're going to be pushing more and more leather pieces. That might be the case, but even if that were true, I still think that they have too many canvas styles. And let's be honest, they've discontinued canvas styles before. Both of the bags I have been discontinued. The Tivoli style and also the Galleria style, which I have back there. Both were discontinued, and I know years and years ago when I was looking at LV styles, like 10 years ago, there was a little LV bag called like the Berkeley that I really wanted. That's also been continued. So they have discontinued styles in the past, and yes, they were canvas styles. So I'm not sure why people are making such a big deal about it at this point in time. They're trying to make it like, oh, LV doesn't want to be in the canvas business. LV wants to be in the leather business. Now, I'm pretty confident that LV knows their monogram and their canvas is iconic and is part of their brand heritage and is part of their brand DNA. And a brand, a luxury brand, is never going to just cut that off because that's the leg that they stand on, right? That's the leg that they say, we've been making luggage canvas pieces since 1800 whatever, right? And we have all of this craftsmanship and heritage and expertise in making these styles. So sure, they could then go on and say, now we've developed a lot of expertise in leather bags and in leather accessories, but to get that longest piece of history, that longest timeline, they are always going to have canvas and monogram, for sure. Now, I do think it's worth a warning for them discontinuing a lot of beloved small leather goods. For example, the toiletry pouches that everyone loves, but they've now announced they're not going to make anymore. That is, I think, quite a big deal. If you wanted to get your hands on one, now you know that's going to be less likely. But in terms of canvas bag styles, I'm pretty sure the ones that they're discontinuing are not super popular, are not, they're not selling hundreds of thousands of those every year, and that's why they are actually choosing to discontinue those styles. And I think it's about time that they cull the number of styles that they're selling in canvas. Like every year, if you add a new style without taking an old style away, there's just going to be more and more that they have to make with different stitching patterns, different material cost, and it's just too much to manage. So at some point, a company is just going to have to manage their inventory and select which pieces are the right pieces that they want to sell. And I think actually as a consumer, it's beneficial to me when there is not that many styles that I have to comb through, that I have to figure out like, oh, this one has an extra zipper, or this one has an extra pocket, or like this one is 5 inches bigger than this other tote bag. And it's just like, why does the world need all of these different variations? Sure, it's great to have choice, to a certain degree. Otherwise, if like I'm standing in the canned goods aisle and there's 100 different soups to choose from, I get choice analysis or whatever that's called, because all of the nuances and the little differences between all the different choices is really hard for consumers to shop that way. So I would actually rather brands have a more curated selection where they know and they have data that either says, oh, this one is more popular than the other one, so that means it must be more functional, or something about it makes more sense than another style. And when they do focus on, let's say, 100 styles versus 500 styles, maybe that means the quality would increase because they're getting better and better at just a smaller selection. So, they're artisans. They don't have to learn how to sew 500 different bags. They can just learn how to sew 100 bags really well. Maybe another reason why I'm not too upset about them discontinuing canvas bags is because I wasn't a huge fan of a lot of those canvas bags, and I never wanted them. Like, to me, it's like, yeah, sure, discontinuing them. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. Sure, like 5 people might think this particular style is super wonderful, but for the majority of people, they didn't really care for that particular style. So I think it's all fine, especially now that we know this is coming and they have announced it and we can prepare for it and people can wrap their heads around it. We don't need to sensationalize this news. This is not about attacking, the people that can only afford canvas bags or trying to take away from that target audience. It's just a natural part of any brand where it's become too much to manage and it just doesn't make sense anymore. It's good and healthy to discontinue some things. So yes, there are going to be repercussions, like some of the styles might go up on the secondhand market if a lot of people actually want it and now they can't get it firsthand from the store. But again, it's natural. Every company's discontinuing styles and no one should be panic buying anything. LV's going to do this again at some point. Other brands are going to do this again at some point, and it's fine. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!